Midfield. Huge crease. Untouched. 10, 5. Touchdown!
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of the 10-5 Touchdown Tigers. And you know what's going down, and tonight we got a special one tonight, brother. I'm gonna be revealing this year's 2026 preseason power rankings for the AWFL. Man, brought to you by Catch the Funny. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living. I'm trying to tell you. Now, before I get started, I want to mention a few things. You know how we get down. Anything you know, want to find out, want to be a part of, go to the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org today and find out how to be a sponsor, a partner, a paw print creator, how to be involved with our community service, how to be involved with the Cubs Den, Teen Zone. If you want to be dancing, you want to be a volunteer, everything about the Tigers is right there at the website at the CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Now, we got to get this show going. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And you know who I'm going to talk about with, man? I'm about to bring up my boy, Mr. Cam. What is going on, Cam?
How's it going, Tigers? How's it going, Julio?
Hey,
we're back at it again for yet another week at it. How's your week been, Julio? How you been this week?
Everything good, bro. Getting together these rankings. Because we ain't but 5 weeks away, about 5 weeks away from this season. So, yeah, we're gonna break down tonight this power ranking for the 2026 rankings for the AWFL. But before we move forward, I gotta say this real quick. Quick disclaimer. All right, Julio Hennessy and Cameron are not affiliated with or representing the Americans Women's Football League, which is the AWFL. The preseason rankings are based on independent research and personal opinions and do not reflect the official view of the AWFL. Now, this is all meant to have fun and spark conversation. Now, if you feel like you don't like where we say your team at, well, feel free to reach out to us at www.carolinatigersfootball.org and we can talk about it. And we'd love to welcome you to the conversation and see why you don't feel like you would what we say you is. That's just our opinion. You feel me? That's all I'm talking
about. When we do this, it's all in good fun. We're just giving our opinions. That's all they are. And this is just what we're looking at. We put a lot of work researching this, guys. We think it's as accurate as possible. Obviously, some guys might not think it is. So, but if you do it, you're all free to talk about it. We're all free to have discussion, right? That's what talk show is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, man, because I'm going to tell you real quick. I'm going to lay it out there, man. The AWFL, bro, they done grew to a huge number in this offseason, bro. They got 35 teams. 35 teams is all competing to go to the Emerald Bowl, the third one this year, man. I mean, 35 teams. They got more teams than the NFL playing in this league, dog. They loaded, stacked, ready to go. And tonight, we're going to kick off these power rankings, brother. And you know how I go, Cam. What we're going to do, I'll tell you might like this one. Julio's 2026 power rankings with Cam. They got your head. They got your head over there. Thumping, Cam. They got your head like.
We're going in a different direction this time. Before it was up and down. Now it's like we come in the foreground. We got dimensions on this time. We got dimensions on this time.
One more time. I like that, Cam. One more time. All right. So here we go, man. Let's get into it, man. 2026 preseason power rankings. 35 teams, one goal, and that's the Emerald Bowl 3. Down there in San Antonio. Now, this is how the league stacks up. By my views, for this season, man. All right.
To mention
We're gonna
one
start
other
off.
thing before we get in here, by the way. If you guys are not familiar with the AWFL and how the league works, you guys can check out a blog post I made about a couple weeks ago. The ABCs of the AWFL. You guys can go check that out over at the Carolina Tigers blog if you want to learn more about the format, the different divisions, and how it all works. If you guys are not familiar with that, you can go ahead and catch that now or after the show. You can even catch it in halftime if you wish. But I just want to get that out. Sorry about that, Julio.
Keep going. Good, bro. We're going to start off with our top-tier championship contenders for 2026. So we're going to start off with the Georgia Vipers. They are defending champions of last year's Emerald Bowl. They come in the season with a roster the same, loaded up, ready to go. They got the power in the trenches, dog. They got the tank. Tank yours, tank his. They control the trenches, man. The end of the year is an early favorite, but they'll be tested right out the gate with a huge week, and they're gonna have a rematch of the 2025 Bowl, and that's gonna be all eyes gonna be on that game. Next one, it's gonna be Atlanta Phoenix. Now, Atlanta Phoenix has an explosive offense. They've been big game experience. They have lost a few key players in the offseason. So the big question is, will they take a step back or will they reload and do it again for another strong run? I mean, the Phoenix had a great season, man. Last year, they only had one loss, and that was in the Emerald Bowl against the Vipers. So, because of that, I'm telling you, man, that first game between the Vipers and the Phoenix gonna be the one they're gonna be looking for, man. So will the Phoenix get back, or will the Vipers put the poison on them birds and put them out there like that, man? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Huh? That's gonna be the main game. Coming up third, man, the Oklahoma Rage, man. The Oklahoma Rage, they disciplined, they tough. They coming from a different league, the WFA. And they played in the 2025 Division III championship game. They failed the Richmond Black Widows. Offensively, they were dominant last season in the league offensively, putting up 235 points for a season, and they were averaging 39.2 points a game. I mean, they was out there scoring fools out there, man. So this team gonna be a team to watch in 2026 with their head coach Brandon Webb. Has his team focused on one goal, and that's making a run to San Antonio out there. Now, next team, number 4, is the Connecticut Ambush, a team built with a strong defensive mind and veteran leadership. As the Connecticut Ambush finally, they definitely have a team to watch with their sights on San Antonio. Another team making the move over from the WFA. They coming from another league. Ambush entered the season at number 4. Which should make them, shouldn't really come a surprise because they had a strong season last year, coming off a 6-2 season. So they're going to be competing very high in the AWFL. Top five is going to be the Upstate Lady Predators. Now, they loaded. When I'm hearing, they loaded with athletic playmakers. They're on both sides of the ball. There's another strong program coming over from another league, coming from the WFA. They had a solid 5-2 season. They up in Rochester, New York. You know what I'm saying? Rochester. You know what I'm saying? They have to wear Timberlands on the field. They don't wear cleats. They wear Timberlands pro style. So, I feel like they should be able to pick up where they left off the 2026 season. But yeah, we got 3 teams right there coming from the WFA, and that is my top contenders for playoffs. For championship. Coming 2026 season, Cam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard, especially like I said, a big storyline. See that definitely this is the newcomers from WFA, right? You guys don't know those are the sister league, probably like the others, biggest league when it comes to football around here. You might see them quite a bit there before. So there's an it's such a big crossover because there's, we were talking about this before. There's a huge bump in how many teams are playing this year. We got like a big league this year, right? It's probably part of that comes from all these teams coming from the other one. It's interesting to see that. Not only that, a lot of these teams are like really good too. There are like a lot of really, really strong teams that are coming over from there too. So that's gonna be interesting dynamic to see in the future, Julio.
Yes, sir.
But after that, though, I guess I'll take off now for our next, their next tier of the strong playoff threats might not quite be as like on the heels of the big strong contenders that we talked about before, but these guys are all people that you should really be looking at for this season as well. So first, we're going to talk about the Tennessee Enforcers. Okay, these guys have a hard-hitting defense and a strong running game that defines their team in particular, right? They know exactly what it takes to compete for a championship, and their second season ended in some disappointment. Unfortunately, they didn't quite make it to the playoffs. But the question I think on all our minds right now, especially, right, is, how can they regroup and really make a serious run for San Antonio this time around?
Okay.
But next up now, however, we have the Dallas Lady Primes. If the Enforcers are all about that defense, then we consider the Dallas Primes are the opposite, right? These guys are all about that speed and offense, and that's exactly what makes their team, right? So just 2 seasons ago, the team was playing in an Emerald Bowl, and now they're looking to try to see if they can really recreate that success they had before, right? Really make it apart, right? And I know they're definitely chomping at the bits for it after, missing that chance last season, right? And I think they probably believe that, especially that this season, there's their chance to actually do it. Considering we saw, the Cowboys certainly weren't pushing up their own, putting their own team anywhere near that. So, gotta let the ladies do it. Cowboys aren't doing it. Gotta let the ladies do it.
You better be careful talking about Cowboys. You don't get some smoke out here, man. I ain't a Cowboy fan. I don't care nothing about the Cowboys, but you better be careful talking about the Cowboys. They're gonna look for you.
Look. Listen, man. It's like the Olympics. Guys can't do it. Ladies can. That's how it is. Anyway, speaking of ladies, we have the RVA Lady Tomahawks for the next one, coming at number 8. They are a balanced squad, much more kind of overall, pretty standard. But the thing is that they're still very strong in that regardless. They have really strong playoff potential. Their strong running game usually is their major weapon, especially with their running back, number 1, Nay. She's returning in the lineup this year. So if they end up staying consistent, I think this could be another season for them. Really big season for them.
That man, all they do is run, man. They got a line, bro. They got an offensive line, brother. I don't want to talk but they got a line, bro. Man, hey, listen, if y'all listening, I don't care. I'm gonna tell it, man. I'm like, who got the deep freezer and the Frigidaire on the end, boy? They got some blockers out there, boy. Yeah. They just running fools out there. Yeah, I witnessed that. Them Tomahawks, boy. Them Tomahawks.
Well, we're gonna be seeing them run this down, especially, right?
Yes,
who knows? They might be able to make themselves the best team in Virginia. I don't know how they do this time. I believe it though. Next up, we got the Iowa Phoenixes. These guys are kind of underrated, actually. They had a strong season last year. They scored 128 points, averaging 28 points per game. And they've been steadily building up their program since 2019. And it seems like, it's all kind of coming to a head finally, especially now in 2026, right? Mm-hmm. To really take shape for that championship. I think those kind of storylines are always the ones that are most interesting, right? When you see that kind of like the underdog, that sort of sleeper, just kind of really building themselves up to get that hit. I think that would be a really interesting storyline to watch for this season too.
Okay.
Next up, we have the Nebraska Pride. They are one of the most consistent and disciplined teams in our programs in women's football. They had won the 2024 WFA division, and they're proving they know how to win where it matters most, right? So even though they kind of come in number 10 in our season rankings, right? This is definitely not a team we should be overlooking, right? So if they end up playing a championship, don't be surprised, actually. That's it from my end right now, Julio.
Okay, man. That's just a quick recap, man. Boy, we got teams all over the United States, man.
I'm telling you what.
This is from Iowa, Nebraska, Virginia, Dallas was down there in Texas, Tennessee. We got New York in the building, Oklahoma, Connecticut, good God Almighty, Georgia. Boy, we got some boy with this. This is shaping up, man. 35 teams. They're gonna definitely have to be from all over the world, man. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you,
worldwide, Craig. Worldwide.
I was telling you, the ADFL, man,
We're worldwide,
growing,
Craig.
making
Worldwide. I
moves.
ain't realized
You know?
how many people is coming over from WFA. So we got more teams to talk about that in a minute. But right now, man, with that being, we talk about the top 20. That was number 10 team. We're gonna have a halftime break, and you know how we do, man. We're gonna take time to say thank you to all our sponsors and partners for the halftime. And the halftime, man, first off, I want to say thank you to our Paw Print creators, man. Paw Print creators, you are a special group of people who give out these donations and support our Tigers, support these players. And, you know, it don't take much to be a Paw Print creator. I tell people every week, if you can go out here and buy 4 Big Macs and some fries, you can be a Paw Print creator. If you go out here and buy a pizza at Domino's or whoever you choose, you could be a Paw Print creator. If you go to Chick-fil-A and you get 2 number 2s with some extra sweet lemonade, then you could be a Paw Print creator. If you go to Popeye's Chicken and get a 10-piece, you definitely can be a Paw Print creator. It don't take much, man. Go to the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org and become a Paw Print creator today. And when you come to the home games, you have your own section to sit in as a Paw Print creator. Ain't nobody else got their own area but the Paw Print creators. So don't think we don't appreciate you and don't love you. We put you in your own section because you are special. You are somebody. All right. Now our sponsors called Sponsor Tiger. These businesses have sponsored the Tiger, and when you sponsor Tiger, you have a business highlight at every home game. You have a banner with your Tiger you sponsored, with your business, QR code, website, contact information, and want to say thank you to our sponsor Tiger businesses, which is TB Farms and Stokes Company in NC. Thank you so much. Also, Stockton Construction. Thank you very much for being a team sponsor. And also, Karen at Home Care and Transport. So they're going to take care of your home and take you where you got to go. All our sponsors are Tiger sponsors right there. So thank y'all for your support. Now, our partners, one all together, we're going to get there. Sponsors are partnerships go with Sadler Sports Recreation Insurance, man. Like I said, kind of like Aflac. If you're doing what you love, you kind of get hurt, they're going to help get that money, pay them bills while you recover. Holler at Sadler today. Catch the Funny, man. That's who's doing the power rankings right now. Powered by Catch the Funny. If you're not laughing, you're not living. Live your life to the fullest. Next is Review Media. You want to have you in a new view, reach out to Review. They will get somebody to look at you differently today. Review Media. Now, Savage D1. Savage D1 is the ones who made the dope uniforms that the Tigers wear. If you want your team to look like a Savage, holler at Savage D1 and get the uniforms made today. Let's go. Also, the American Football Association alumni is also a proud partner of the Tigers, and thank you so much to the AFAA alumni. Carolina Vision, they have the vision to get the job done. If you need some more vision, call at Carolina Vision. Okay, Award Decals. I think Award Decals has some awesome decals. Gonna make the helmets look nice. Holler at Award Decals. ABR Acupuncture, man. If you feel like you can get some little needles on you, like do the old Chinese ancient secret, pink, 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 hit all them nerves, holler at ABR Acupuncture. And also, our newest partner is Triad Moms on Main and Family Resources, man. If you have not heard about the Family Moms on here, please go right here. Check them out at this link right here, the article on Triad Moms on Main Family Resources. They wrote something about the Tigers. Please go up there and go check them out right there. The link could also be accessible from the website. If you just can't click on the link right here, which I understand you can't click on it, go to CarolinaTigersFootball.org. The link is there to go read the article from the awesome people at Triad Moms on Main Family Resources. Thank you so much. And that is our halftime show. And we back in Cam. Man, keep on talking what you talking, man. Go on, give us some more of them playoff peoples.
All right, then we'll keep going at it, guys. We'll keep hitting up now. Next up, we have the NY Knockouts, the New York Knockouts. So these guys have a strong coaching and roster depth, and it makes them an incredibly dangerous team, right? So in the WFA, talking about before. This is like the other league we've been talking about, right? A lot of newcomers coming from there. They've had multiple 6-0 undefeated seasons, but they never competed in the playoffs because of the rating system in the Macy rating system in the other league, right?
Mm.
Now I know that if I was like that, if I was beating people that hard, right, and I didn't go to playoffs after all that, I'd be kind of mad.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I would be quite mad, right? But of course, now they're over with our, in our league, right? This won't be a problem anymore. So we're definitely going to be able to see, the true potential of them now that are not being quite so held back by some of those rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
So last season they had a number 5. They had the number 5 offenses in WFA Division number 2. They scored 177 points, averaging 29.5 points per game. They also had number 3 defense, allowing only 10.8 points per game. So in theory, right, assuming that, they end up playing in the same exact ways that they did in the other one, I would imagine that it's a team that could easily also get to the championship in the Emerald Bowl too, right? I won't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to, especially with that. So,
okay. I'm going to hold my comments a little later on today. We got time. I'm going to hold my comments. I this is my opinion. So, I don't want to make nobody, upset, but I'm going to go and say it. If you 6-0 and don't make no playoffs, and that means how many other teams is undefeated or got more points. So I'm just wondering how strong really was the WFA. I'm just gonna put it out there. I mean, if you 6-0 and ain't making the playoffs in WFA, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, what other teams doing? I mean, is everybody undefeated? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everybody paying bills. Everybody's all right. I don't know, but I'm gonna say that I'm that type of guy. I ain't gonna bite my tongue. Like I said, this is not the views expressed by WAWFL. This is my own personal pickings and research. So I'm just curious if everybody's 6-0, everybody defeated making the playoffs, I wonder how strong the league was anyway. So we'll find out. Go ahead, Cam. Continue on, sir.
Well, we're not gonna get into specifics. You know what I'm saying of that. All I'll say is that they're number 11. Number 12, the Carolina Stars. The Carolina Stars are loaded with athletic skill, and they continue to build strong momentum coming into this, right? So when we say, these guys are handpicking their stars, we have to say that they really mean it, right? So these are all players from Orlando, Washington, D.C., Detroit, Pittsburgh, Oakland, San Antonio, Inglewood, and even from France. Bonjour. Paris. So we're talking along with that talent, we're talking also talent from Charlotte and North Carolina too. I mean, you're talking about people from all over the place, coming into the league, right? We're talking literally international with this team, right? So now, getting all the stars, they're going into their second season, and they're proved to compete. They're ready to really prove they're compete for the championship this year. Your leading offense is Shondice Hunter. And she's a player who really knows how to win and dominate, right? So, and I think she's capable of putting up, these huge passing numbers and touchdown totals. I think she could really go the whole way, especially when it comes to making her mark on history, right? And I think that's, like I said, kind of the prime theme. We're talking about the Carolina Stars, right? They're really, really trying to get like a huge,
Well, Cam, I'm all about the smoke. I mean, you can have everybody across the world, Craig. You ain't win no championship last year. Hey, you done had 1,500 players from Oakland, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Inglewood. You still in Charlotte at the end of the season. So I don't like hearing where you come from. It ain't where you come from. It's where you're at, baby. So all that where you gotta come from. You gotta go to DC, Detroit, Pittsburgh here to get some people, and you still was sitting at home when it counted the most. I'm just saying, baby. That don't mean nothing to me. I'm gonna speak my mind, baby. I mean, my opinion. But they call them the stars, but they sure was seeing stars in some of them games when they was sitting there and there was the L on their head with the stars.
I mean, whenever you're getting teams and people
we ain't about to razz this up on Pittsburgh, Detroit. Like, man, I can't even cuss. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna hush. Don't have me cursing in here. Boy, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I mean, when you get that many people, there's cultural difference. I mean, they got someone from France on the team. You
gonna have me pull that Italian out. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Before I slip up, let me stop.
Like I said, it depends on
I'm all about the smoke. I don't care. You didn't went to even France. What they got? Baguettes and French fries. What you throwing tater tots on the field, man? Get out of here.
Hey,
anyway, okay, go on, Cam. Before I get started, I ain't gonna go ahead, bro.
But maybe maybe all these players, eventually one day, they might end up on the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of different people.
They could. I don't know if they got a Hall of Fame for women's football. I don't even know yet, Cam.
Well, maybe eventually we'll get one. We'll get one eventually.
Okay, we're gonna see if the Stars gonna put somebody from that roster on there with this international team. They flying everybody from. Who paid the bills? The millionaire own it bad boy? Cause we flying. They live in Charlotte. You just want to represent their hometown. Don't give me this. They flying in from no Pittsburgh. Yeah. Go ahead, Cam. Go ahead, move on. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Anyway, and just remember that disclaimer earlier. We're gonna put that up again. River City Warriors. They're a physical team built around defensive roughness, right? So they know exactly what's going to be at stake for this season, and the opportunity to play the championship is happening in their home city, right? And that's where we're going. They're in San Antonio, right? So I think especially that if you're home to, you don't want to be the team where you have to watch someone else come play in your city, right? Yeah. Like that is your city, your team, and you're sitting on the sidelines being, all sad and being like, you didn't get there. So I know for a fact that they kind of have that fire of trying to make sure that doesn't happen where you're sitting on the sidelines and, watching everyone else play, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's motivation. I mean, Miami did it, but they ain't win. I mean, Miami had the motivation to go out there, and make sure they played NAP championship in their house, in their yard, and they was there. They just couldn't finish it off, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the goal is to get there, but also the goal is to win it all, baby. That's the goal, you know what I'm saying? Just to be there is only one part of it. The goal is to win it all, man. Take it off.
That's true.
Well, Cam, that's your playoff potentials. We're gonna come down to the middle of the pack. We call the rising programs, man. Coming in number 14 is the Detroit Proud, man. The Detroit Proud is developing a lot of depth and defensive grit on from the Detroit Proud, man. The team made history. They won the first ever Emerald Bowl back in 2024. They beat the Dallas Lady Prime for it. They last year was more of a kind of a rebuilding season for them. They had lost some key players, but from the championship roster. But 2025, they start showing that growth and development of what they used to doing, what they used to be. And one thing for certain, man, you cannot count this team out. So we could see them in San Antonio this year coming up, and we're gonna find out about the Detroit Proud. Now, the next team is the MIFA All-Stars, man. They got a lot of chemistry, a lot of talent, man. They bring something unique and new to the AWFL. They the only team representing Canada.
Oh,
so, I mean, they based out of Mississauga, which sound like Mississippi, Ontario.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Drake gonna pull up on them and throw them some love.
Anything,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think they want Drake.
I don't know. We got the money to put them out there. But the Canada's in the house, man. We got a team from Canada playing, man. And they've been around since 2016. And they feel like with the talent they've been doing, with what they've been playing, they feel like Canadian football can come out here and show American football what it is and make they run for the Emerald Bowl. Okay.
So I think they really decided they needed football because hockey wasn't really working out for them.
Go ahead. It's too soon. Too soon, Cam. Too soon,
So, you
bro.
know, they had to
Too,
move it. They had to, you know, they're like, we gotta do
soon.
something else now. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Too soon, bro. Too soon. It's still bruised from that, bro. Too soon, man. You gotta chill out. Chill out, bro.
Yeah, hey,
Chill out.
they're like, well, they're like, if the Americans beat us at our own game, maybe we could beat them at theirs. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh God, bro. All right, so coming in number 16, man, is the Carolina Queens, man. The Carolina Queens is a team that's been known to have a team full of playmakers and capable of all kinds of surprises. The Carolina Queens is actually one of the longest running women's tackle football teams in North Carolina. They're based out of Charlotte. The Queens have been around since 2004. So they've been playing ball as an organization, as a team, for over 20 years for football history. They took a few years off a couple years ago, but they returned in 2024 in the AWFL. And they're ready to remind people of the legacy, of the history, the experience. And the Queens are aiming to make a serious push towards the AWFL championship. So you might be seeing them in the Emerald Bowl down in San Antonio this year. And that's the Carolina Queens. Coming in number 17 is the Midwest Mountain Lions, the MML. I thought it was the Monsters of Midway League football team. MML, the Midwest Mountain Lions, is a blue-collar mentality-based team, man. They the only women's tackle football team in Wisconsin.
Oh.
They're going to be bringing some good cheese when they come to these games. You know what I'm saying? Last year, they there's another team that's coming over. They finished 3-3 in the WFA. They feel like they can hold and compete. They had a 500 season, so they feel like the last year coming this year, they have enough momentum to make it into the playoffs this season. So like I said, man, I feel like if a 3-3 team made the playoff over a 6-0 team, I'm gonna leave it there, Cam. So welcome all our WFA people to the AWFL. Okay. We're about to make some history, baby. We're about to make some history. Coming in number 18, man, is the Houston Power. Now, the Houston Power has been known to be athletic, but they have struggled with consistency throughout the season. They head in this year ready to prove they're strong, prove that Houston football is alive, and they ready to say we're gonna take it over. Now their roster has a talent to compete and potentially make a playoff push, but it will be exciting to see how they develop the talent they have coming off last year. So looking forward to see what the Houston Power can bring, man. And Cam, you bring in our number 19 team,
right,
for the mid for pushing for the mid, brother.
So for the 19th team, you guys have the one, the only, the Carolina Tigers. So I think that especially when it comes to this, we have a high ceiling and a hungry culture. You guys are Tiger fans, been hanging around so far. You guys had a chance to see some of our players. You guys had a chance to see some of our coaches. You guys had a chance to see some of the things that we bring. Right? You know that we are really pushing for it. We're not a team that you should be sleeping on. We think especially that if we get a real nice win early, we can definitely shake up the rankings. And we just started last year, right? This was our number year, right? And just that year, we finished at 2-5, and we still earned a playoff spot as number 7 seed. So we have about 14 of the 22 players returning from last season, and they're making their second season. Little John, head coach, shout out to him. He's been working to prepare this team for the upcoming season. And the first big test comes in April 11th when we host the Carolina Queens. As we talked before, the longest running football team in North Carolina. And it doesn't get any much easier after that, right? So after that, we're going to be playing the Enforcers, Tennessee Enforcers, the Atlanta Phoenix, and then the defending champion, Georgia Vipers. Tell you what, we did not get an easy bracket. we did not get an easy bracket, okay? But you know what? That's how all underdog stories are, right? So I think that if we really, keep it solid and we continue to really get that value, because, when I talked to all the players over the course, I started working. I wasn't here last season. I started working here now. right, where I started doing a lot of work for the Tigers stuff. And I had a chance to interview with a lot of players. Guys, check it out in some of the old videos on the show here, where I talk to multiple different players from the team, and we will continue to have more of those as well. Check those out. So make sure you guys check those ones out. When we're talking to the players, a lot of them seem really confident, in this season. They were like, it's, the vibes, the feel was a lot different from last year. They felt like a lot better. They had better goals they were, really aiming for. So I think that, with that such high morale right now, I think we can really, shake up things coming in next season, and we'll be seeing that first where we have the battle of the Carolinas, right? We'll be really fighting off against the Queens on that first one. And that's it for the Carolina Tigers, but we still have one more. A couple more.
Yeah, man. Before we move on, I just want all my Tigers to know, don't be giving me no smoke talking about Julio. Why you put us number 19? Listen, Tigers, man. We hungry. We great. We got a great core. We got great returning players. There's so much room to grow. We did, like I said, we started with 2-5 for the season, made the playoffs. Being towards the end of the year, roster got kind of light, traveling them long ways, but these Tigers never gave up. They showed resiliency. They showed dedication. They showed that they're always going to have fight in them. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take this year. You know what I'm saying? From the first home game against the Queens, always our home games, Tennessee, Atlanta, and the Georgia Vipers. That gives us an advantage being at home. So we need everybody that's a Tiger fan, a Tiger supporter to come out to fill Pop Memorial Stadium at every home game and get behind these Tigers. Because I'll be in the booth cheering them on, announcing the game, and y'all going to be in the stands pumping up our Tigers to bring home these victories right here. We get these victories as I feel we can't get the victories. We will shake up the league. We will make some noise. We will restructure what some people don't realize is coming. Greatness is coming. Yes, greatness is not built in one day. Greatness is built over dedication and work. And I know and I say right now that Carolina Tigers has the room potential to be great. It's up to each player, each coach, each fan to come out here and support and do the job that helped them be great today. So shout out to the Tigers, man. Number 19 don't mean you can't be number 1. You can be number 1. Just keep pushing, keep working, and let's go. All right, round out our top 20 period for right now is the DMV Queens, man. The DMV Queens are a competitive team that try to improve. They feel like they're going to improve off of last year. Don't let them fool you. The record might not have been what they wanted, but they did establish themselves in their region. And if they continue to build and develop the momentum they had from last year, they could start turning some heads and, make people put some respect on my name. You feel me? Like Birdman saying, put some respect on it. Put some respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? So DMV Queens rounds out our top 20 at the moment. And that wraps up our first half of the power rankings, man. Next week, we're going to come back here at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about teams 21 through 35 for the Julio's 2026 power rankings, man. That's the first start of that right there, yo. That's the first start right there. And before we continue on, I just want to talk about a few things I got going on. I always it's Catch the Funny, brother. So March the 12th here in Charlotte, I got some uptown Charlotte. I don't have the information, the flyers. They kind of slow on getting the flyers out. So I told them I just pull up. Don't worry about it. Right here on March the 13th, right here in Charlotte, I'm hosting the St. Patrick's Day Early Comedy Jam. We got 5 comedians, great night, $5 drinks, got a food truck. They got everything, $20 to get in. If you're in the Charlotte area, want to pull up on something on March 13th, go on Eventbrite, look for the Blush Charlotte events under Creative Amazing. You will find that on Eventbrite, or you can pull up the dough and pay the dough, man. That's on March the 13th right there, man. Then March the 17th, down there, action on St. Patrick's Day. I will be doing my thing, one of the feature headliners at the Comedy Zone in Greenville, man. Appreciate the opportunity, Greenville Comedy Zone. Give me an opportunity to come through. It says on a weeknight, but it's an opportunity to come do my thing. I need everybody who's in the area. If you know somebody in Greenville, if you know somebody's going on, tell them to come check out Julio Hennessy. Go on the website for the Comedy Zone. Buy your tickets. Today is Taco Tuesday. I don't know about eating no corned beef tacos. But they do whatever they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Green Coronas, bro. I don't know, but I don't know about no corned beef tacos. Then last, but then on March the 14th, I'll be in Fayetteville, North Carolina, at the Warehouse for the FDK Entertainment Comedy Show. I'm out there featuring with all my people. Sauce Got Jokes, host with Mimi Manning, Christian Brooks. You know, y'all gonna see her on the 28th, man. So come check her out. And I don't know who Miss Angela is. That her, she's very funny. Looking forward to meet her. But headline by Skeeter G, man. Gonna be a funny night of comedy. Looking forward to all that. And then last but not least, you know how it's going down. It's going down right here at the 28th at the Village Inn. We're gonna have the Pretty Funny Comedy Show and open mic. I'm hosting that with all three funny, amazing women right here. From Stephanie from VA, we got Brandon Robinson out of Raleigh, and we got Jazz Gill out of South Carolina. And you know, I'm your host with the most, Julio Hennessy. We got all the events coming up, man. There's definitely a lot of time to come catch some funny, get some laughter, relax a little bit, enjoy yourself. And like I said again, if you're not laughing, you're not living. And live your life to the fullest every day. You know what I'm saying? Now, before I keep on going, I want to remind people of a very important date right now. Very important date is going to be the first home game. Saturday, April the 11th, man. April the 11th, we are playing at home, and this is our first game where we're going to be, honoring this game with all our first responders. If you're a first responder in the Davidson County area, whatever area, Charlotte, wherever you're from, you're a first responder, come to that game and be acknowledged. Let us give you the flowers you deserve, and we want to honor you and thank you for the incredible work you do every day. When people run from action, you run towards it. When people are in fear and they turn their heads, you stand up tall with your head facing the direction and go give us what we need, whether it be the police, the fire, EMT. We thank you for your service, because without you, some nights will not be safe, some days are not safe. So thank you to all our first responders for doing what they do. Now, how you gonna say with Julio? Well, I need y'all to go get y'all tickets for the season opener. Go right through there, man. You can also get the links to the tickets on the website at CarolinaTigersFootball.org. Again, man, the first game, April the 11th. Y'all come on out there. Let's support our Tigers. Let's support our first responders. And let's have a great time supporting the Carolina Tigers for their first home game, man. So looking forward to seeing y'all April 11th. It's only 5 weeks away. Get your tickets. Let's sell out the stadium. I'm going to say this real quick, too, for those watching. We had an average attendance last year of great numbers. Our first game, we had 100 people come out. Second game was in the rain. We still had about 50 people come out. Almost 60. The last game, we had about 65 come out. Lexington, North Carolina. Thomasville, North Carolina. High Point, Winston-Salem, Salisbury, Welcome, Denton, all of y'all, okay? Pull up and come support the Tigers. We need the support. We encourage, we love to see you there. We need you there, man. This team will definitely make you proud to be a Tiger. We just do more than football. We have community outreach programs. We have Teen Zone, the Children's Cubs Den. Also, they make sure our mental health. There's so many things. Go to the website. Go look up CarolinaTigersFootball.org and look at how much they do to the community and come support a community-based organization football team. Net, man, Cam, you anything else you want to say tonight, brother?
No, well, that was great. The only thing I had to say about all that, of course, is to come out, guys. Make sure you guys come out. Make sure you guys come out to see it. If not for the Tigers, to honor all the first responders out there. I know they appreciate it for all that work. Secondly, tacos for a what's it called? I'm not forgetting it right now. Tacos for your St. Patrick's Day event. Rather anachronistic with that one. Not sure how that one works. That's an interesting combination there. I had to mention that one. That was coming off the top of my head. But
you know what? Y'all got charged in my head. I can't leave here. I'm gonna back up, but I messed up. I had the power rankings
Okay. Well, there's the graphic.
I'll use it for next. I got stuff for next week. I forgot to bring them up. We were talking about the teams. But we also, I had the graphics, man. That's just me wanting to talk. I forgot about the awesome. But our first recap, top 20 teams right now: Vipers, Phoenix, Rage, Ambush, Predators, Enforcers, Prime, Tomahawks, Phoenix, and the Pride. Followed up by the Knockout, the Stars, the Warriors, the Proud, the All-Stars, the Queens, the Lions, the Power, the Tigers, and also the DMV Queens. That's your top 20 for this week. Next week, we're doing 21 to 35. That's going to round the power rankings, man. Again, Cam, man, I always appreciate you having on, brother. We have a good time, man. Again, y'all, if you want to be on the show, email the talk show right here, man. Fan Spotlight. We'd love to have you up here. Talk show live at Tigers.
Please come on.
Come get a guest spot. Come be on the show. We'd love to talk to you. Other than that, man, be safe. Be careful. Be safe. Love one another. And let's keep the peace. And let's looking forward to have another awesome season this year. The Tigers show. Other than that, Cam, what you want to say when we get up out of here, big dog? You right? That's it.
Last thing. Make sure you guys, as always, check out the Carolina Tigers blog. This Monday, I had a chance to write a little blog about the history of women's football from our very humble origins as nothing more than, women playing football, that kind of thing, the, kind of disparaging thing, to becoming one of the biggest phenomenon there is, just defining sports for women and sports in general. So if you guys want to learn more about how that happened, the story from zero to hero, that is women's football, make sure you guys check out the Carolina Tigers blog. You guys can find that from my post I made on Monday on the Facebook page, or you can go to the blog directly. I'll be writing more about that and more things on it. So, yeah, that's all I got today, Julio.
Bro, that was a great article. I read it. I made a comment on it. Did not realize how long women's tackle football has been around. Oh, so that was some great knowledge, great acknowledgement. For all the paths been laid. I think a lot of people think, for me, I didn't know how long women's tackle football been around. For me, I thought it just happened I thought maybe the longest was 10 years ago. So we got a team in our league that's a 20-year team. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know there was a team around for 20 years, women's tackle football. So, and it goes back, was it 1918 or something?
It's 18. It's 1890.
1890?
Yep. 1890. It's been almost as long as, men's football.
Jeez.
It's existed in some form.
18?
Yep. If you guys, like I said, if you guys want to know more about that, check out the blog at the Carolina Tigers.
That's a long time, Cam. Good job, Cam, man. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate you bringing those things, man. Really, you really add a lot to the program, man. Thank you again, brother. Other than that, man, y'all be safe. Again, we'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Bring some new ears, some new eyes, and y'all have a great week from the Tigers, man. Y'all peace out.
See you guys next week.
Later.
Them Tigers, orange, white, and purple. Y'all better take a seat. Carolina Tigers, you know we can't be beat. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, run up on them, make that play all day. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, line them up, we'll make them pay. We don't play. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, hard hits, big plays, that's our way. Hey, say go Tigers. Hey, Carolina Tigers, you know we gon' slay. Stepping in the jungle, it's a death wish. We Tigers on the hunt, coming out the mist. We try to count us out, now we gonna grind. Y'all can move out the way, it's our time to shine. Our claws are out, ain't no holding back. We the new champs here and we're on attack. You want the smoke, well, we're bringing the fire. Wanna feel the heat if that's your desire. You